Hey, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, one half of the team from DungeonsFlag.com. And we have part 2 here of making these Daggerfish for your tabletop RPG. These are a mob that I designed specifically for my own world, but you're welcome to use them in yours. They are fish that a magician or magicians in the past had made as defensive creatures to put in swamps and lakes and streams and rivers and stuff. So what I want to do is I want to now come around the outside of this and lighten it up and get a good... I'm just dragging this along, making different color variations along the base here. It's going to be hard to get on the inside there. So you just kind of want to dab around the best you can and not ruin your models, because they're just made out of foam. Get some different color on there, even though they're going to ultimately be silvery blue. I'm going to get it up on these sticks something like that, and we can just lighten that up a little bit more and some of the other spots we missed. I'm sure water has some variation in color, just like dirt and rocks and everything else. There we go, it's a good start. Okay, now we have to get rid of that bigger brush and come back to the smaller brush. Let's lighten that up even more. Let's wipe a good bit of that off. Let's start hitting some of this wave or bubbly looking stuff a little better. Some of the sticking up spots. Get up onto their stems. I'm kind of painting the whole stems, not perfectly, but painting them somewhat half-ass, if you will. Now, I don't swear a whole lot, but I do swear. And I just want to, just as a warning, if you're letting your kids watch these videos, I didn't make these videos for kids. I mean, I don't care if kids watch them, if you're okay with hearing your kids hear me say a bad word here and there occasionally, but I didn't make these for kids. I made these for just, you know, kind of like people my age and stuff, or maybe a little bit younger. They're trying to break into what we do, what old people do with their time. Let me get a lighter blue. That's turquoise, not blue. Alright, this is tropical blue. And this is lighter. And we're going to get some of that and mix it in with that too. Find a happy medium there. And we'll wipe a lot of that off. And we're just going to kind of touch the tops of that again. This time we're not getting as much of the raised up area. We're just getting some of it. And we're getting the thickest parts of the stems pretty good. Lighten those up. Now we're going to need to hit this with a hairdryer. And we're going to come back with light again. Now we're going to have a lot of light. We're going to wipe a lot of that off. And that's why it's important to have these cheap brushes or old beat up brushes on hand, because you don't want to tear up good brushes doing this kind of stuff. This is a fun project that might not turn out okay. We might have to toss it or give it to someone who actually thinks it's good. Or it might turn out nice. But what we don't want, for sure, is to tear up our nice brushes doing this stuff. Now, I don't know much about water, but I think just to sell it on the table, that would do it for sure. I'll get a little bit of white and mix it in there now. And get a very fine light blue. And we're going to wipe a lot of that off. There we go. And we're just going to touch the tops a little bit more. You can be a little liberal with this because not much paint's coming off at this point because it's very dry. You can kind of come down around the edges just to grab any detail you missed. Get up on those stems. Lighten those up some more. About out of paint here, and that means it's about time to stop doing that. Something like that, right? Now let's close up these. Let's look at our fish. So they need to be silver. Let's grab a smaller crappy brush after I get the paint out of these two. Set these off to the side, turn off the hot glue gun for now. Let's get silver. I have this, I use this a lot. It's called brushed dark gray. No, that's not what we really want though. Let's get some gunmetal gray and a little slip of cardboard. Oh, we have this blue here, we can use that. Let's get a little dollop of that. And a little bit of blue, that light blue again. Let's make, oops, I knocked over some paints here. Let's get a cheap brush. Now this is not too beat up like some of my other brushes. But let's get this and make a bunch of this bluish metallic here. There we go. Something like that. Let's paint our fishes. Fish, not fishes. You don't have to cover every square inch of them, but you want to get some coverage on there and turn your fish into these metallic fish. Now this base coat of this bluish silver is okay, but we're going to come back and we're going to pick up highlights with some really shiny silver, and that's going to sell the fact that the edges of these fish are like daggers. At least that's my intention. Now mind you, I did walk into this without a plan. And I'm still kind of flying by the seat of my pants there. You know, now that I'm like on the second part and working on these, I like have a million different ideas how I could have done this better. But at the time, I was like, man, I'm gonna make some of these fish. All right, I'm gonna hit these with a blow dryer. We'll let those sit for a minute. Now I am going to use, because this is like the brightest silver I have. This is Army Painter Shining Silver, and it's very bright. So I am going to use this for the next step. I'm going to use that same crappy brush I just used. I'm going to dry it out really good with a rag. I'm going to get this, and I'm going to wipe a lot of that off. Get it all in the brush and wipe a lot of it off. And then I'm just going to come across the tops of these fish here. And lighten them up a little bit. And then I'm just going to drag that around the sides some, lightly. Just giving them a better metallic sheen. I'm not hitting every spot. But I do want to focus on their tails. Get a little more paint on those. And then, like I said, edging off those top parts to give it the metal look. Now, we need to add some fins to their backs. And I think that we can all agree the easiest way to do that is going to be with a dipping of glue and tinfoil. If you don't agree... Oh, flying stuff. If you don't agree, hop in the comments and tell me what you think. Because I cannot read minds, and these conversations are becoming very one-sided. Alright, so we're going to get this... I'm going to get my knife out of here so this doesn't get anything else on. I get it dirty all the time. I had to try to scrape stuff off it. My +5 cleaver of liking and subscribing. Alright, so we want some tinfoil. Where did I put that? Yeah, a little piece of tinfoil here. And we need some super glue here. Okay. It's about time to open me up a different super glue. So let's get a small, something that we can cut this a little easier with. I'm just getting one of these craft knives. Separating that tinfoil into a little triangle. I'm just going to dip that in the super glue. I'm going to set it on his back. And then when that's completely dry, we can smooth that out a little bit. That's probably going to be at one of those post-production deals. Oh, lost one. Right in the super glue. It happens. Okay. This is not going nearly as smoothly as we'd hoped. And I say by we, I guess I mean I. Alright, that didn't go well. Hold on. What's going on here? Oh, there's fuzz on my forceps from... Sorry, tweezers from yesterday's thing still. Okay. We need one more little piece. That ain't it. Oh, we lost it. Alright, that one's no good. It's a lot harder than I... So I don't want to see the comments at all now. Don't tell me how terrible I did here. I can tell. I know what I've done. I know who I am at this point. I am that guy. Alright, I'm getting stressed out here. Who's Baza? I think it means no worries. Oh, wait, no, that's, what is that? Kuna Matata, that means no worries. Who's Baza is something else. It's probably like calm the hell down. I lost another one. I don't know what's going on here. I'm having all kind of problems. I have one more fin to do. Just one. All right. Something like that. Shiny. I'll have to go back and snip those down with these snippers. Or a pair of small scissors would probably do it. That was a lot harder than I thought. I'll clear coat these. Snip those down. Take them upstairs. Put them in play. Probably with that scatter pond we made. I'd like to do a little bit of white. Okay, time out. Let's do a little bit of white up top there. A little bit of white. Okay, a dab of that blue. And then this white. I'm going to come up here and wipe a lot of that off. I just want to touch up here around these guys, bottom sides. I say guys, these could be ladies. I didn't lift up their flippers and check. And I'm not a fish expert. What is that, ichthyologist? I'm not even sure what they call that anymore. I probably did know when I'm at a younger, dorkier age. I actually think that looks better. Alright, so 4 Daggerfish for the price of 1. It was not quick, it was not easy, and it was not done well. I'm going to have to come back when that super glue dries, snip. It's probably be wiser to wait to snip these after I clear coat it. Clear coat it, snip them, and take it up and let's see how it looks on the table. So this has been Doom from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, one half of the team that powers DungeonSwag.com. We sell miniatures in a monthly loot crate, and we do sell one-off minis on the website. Our collection is growing and growing and growing. We own hundreds of miniatures, and we plan on owning all the miniatures that we can get. We can't do that without your help, though, because selling them is how we afford to do it. This is not a profit-driven business, so if you go look at our prices, you will see that they are very, very inexpensive for the high-quality miniatures that they are. They're very, very expensive compared to some of the crappy pre-paints and Reapers and things you can even get. So check us out. Give us a fair shot. If you like the videos, subscribe. If you don't like them, subscribe. Check out our Discord and find out how to get a free miniature, actually. Tom Skorbic from Dungeons, by the other guy from Dungeon Swag, has a free miniature thing on there all the time. Not all the time, I'm lying. But sometimes, and right now is one of those times. So go on there and check that out, get a free mini. No expense to you. It's on us. Thanks for watching.